Thank you for telling me, because I wouldn't have known. All right. So here's what the showcases are here at the Deering Acting Studio. This is not like a time for us to show off necessarily. It's a time for us to show our support for people that we love, and for us actors to get a timestamp of where our skill set is when we add a little bit of pressure. And the pressure is now we've got this full live audience, and by the way, it's very full out there, so good job inviting your friends. And there's a live YouTube link, so we went out live to the world. It's already going. And it's not unlisted, it's public, it's out there. So if you're on the most wanted list, you know, hopefully you're not. Okay, so that's the little bit of pressure that we add, and then we want to see where we're at. As actors, like, where are we at? And it's it. It's a progression always for everybody. I was telling my communications director, this woman I hired recently, because I was talking about how great the showcases were yesterday, and they really were. And I was talking about one actor in particular, and I was like, oh, so proud. And she's like, oh, I can't wait to watch it. And I'm like, yeah. But also, for me, it's like, it's not how good she did, it's how good she did compared to her and where she came from. Because that's all it's about. It's about a personal progression. This acting thing is like any other craft. If you picked up the guitar or you did any craft in the world, it's about, are you getting better at that thing? And over time, if you work at it, you can be excellent. And if you are excellent, you get paid. That's just how it is. You get paid, you work, you get to enjoy the craft more. People who are great at their craft enjoy it more. If I could play the piano and just kind of dink around on it, it's not as fun as if I can feel it and play effortlessly without thinking. And I always tell people too, if you think about your own job, whatever job that is, if you've been at your job for a long time and you've become excellent at that thing, how cool would it be to have a video recording of you doing that job on the very first month you tried doing it, and then comparing yourself to where you are now and being like, dang, how cool is the growth? That's what these showcase videos are for us as actors. It's game tape that we get to go back and watch and improve upon. So, that without further ado, we're going to get right into our showcase. We've got, you all can track yourselves, I think, but we'll have actor up, actor on deck. I'll call out your name. If you, actors, if you, only if you need to, but if you feel like you need to give the like what the monologue is from, and like a 10-second little, hey, just so you all know, like, this is the setup for it. Otherwise they wouldn't otherwise the audience wouldn't understand what's happening. Go ahead and then go right into your monologue. Otherwise you can just go right into it. Okay? All right. First actor up. Next actor on deck, please.
Hi, I'm Kim. I'm an addict. I'm 9 months sober. When I was 16, I was babysitting my little brother, and I had taken all these Percocet, and I was unbelievably high, and I'd driven him over to the park on Lakeshore, and he was in his red socks just running through the leaves, and it was time to go, and I was driving home, and I lost control of the car. And the car drove off the bridge and into the lake. I couldn't get him out of his car seat, and he drowned. And I struggled with God so much because I can't forgive myself, and I don't want to right now. I can live with it, but I can't forgive myself right now. And I don't want to believe in a God that could forgive me. I do. I want to be sober. I can ask for forgiveness and they can forgive me or not, but I can change. And I just want to share that and say, I am so glad if God makes you look up. I'm so happy for you. But if not, come here. That's all. Thank you.
But I also wanted to mention too that we are this particular section is our dramatic acting section. So all of the monologues and scenes are going to be dealing with dramatic things. Now, much like life, sometimes those dramatic moments there are funny moments in there, so feel free to laugh. But that's what you can expect. We've been working on a lot of the drama. All right. Alexia, come on out. You're good anytime.
I don't even care that you called me a failure. It was what was behind it that hurt me the most. The way it sounded when it came out of your mouth. There was so much heat, so much potency inside of that word. I felt it all. It sizzled through me like I was set on top of an erupting volcano, and it stayed with me. All these years, it's kept with me. Because I learned to like it. I enjoy the burn. It's become my go-to friend whenever I'm down. It taps me on the shoulder and it wakes me up from my depression. It whispers in my ear, failure. And when I hear that word, it's the sound of your voice. And I feel everything all over again, and I'm thrown back into my fight to be somebody because I want to prove you wrong. I want you to chew and swallow that word of yours. I want you to wish you never said it to me. I want you to choke on that word until you vomit.
See. I should also let you know that actors have been in the program for different lengths of time. So some are going to be doing a monologue and a scene, and some are just doing a scene. Next up, we have Victoria, please. Anytime.
Hey. I just wanted to say I'm sorry for being a bitch tonight and for the past couple of weeks and the past 17 years before that. I know this isn't any easier for you. I understand that. I think some deranged part of me likes thinking that I'm the only one with real problems, like that makes me special or something. You know, ever since we were kids, I would get this feeling like I'm floating outside of my body, looking down on myself, and I hate what I see, how I act, or how I sound, and I don't really know how to change that. And I am so scared that feeling is never gonna go away. I'm sorry. Really? I'm so sorry. Good night.
Scene. Alex, please, next.
I would die without you, Mom. You are the only person that's ever been there for me my entire life. The only one that's had my back. If it wasn't for you, I don't know. I don't know what I would have become. I fight for my dreams because I want to make you proud, and I want to do what makes me happy in my life. I don't want to be looked at as a loser in this family. It's not right. I'm different. I get it. But nobody ever seems to care about who I am and what I do. Nobody ever gives time to understand, and that's all right. I love everyone. It's fine. But being looked at a certain way without knowing anything about me sucks, you know? But listen, good things will come. I love what I do, and what is meant to be will be. I have no regrets, and whatever success comes my way, I want you to be here for it. So please make sure tomorrow when you go to this doctor that you leave there knowing you're okay. You hear me? All right?
Scene. Is Celeste here? Celeste, you're up next.
Hi. Can we start over? I went to a real estate office. I found some houses I think you might like. There's some really nice options in your price range. I know that moving is a big deal, and I'd like to help you out with that myself if that's all right with you. I can take off any day this week and I'll pay for it out of my own pocket. You're right. I can't pretend to understand what you're going through. I've never owned a house. My family has never owned one either. We've never owned anything. When I was little, my mom used to shake me awake in the middle of the night yelling that it was time to go. She was always one step ahead of the landlord. I had to throw my things in a cardboard box and run outside in my pajamas, in bare feet. If we'd had a house, I'd never want to leave.
Scene. Next up is Blake.
Now, in my class, you will learn to think for yourselves again. You will learn to savor words and language. No matter what anybody tells you, words and ideas can change the world. I see that look in Mr. Pitt's eyes, like 19th century literature has nothing to do with going to business school or medical school, right? Maybe. Mr. Hopkins, you may agree with him, thinking, yes, we should simply study on Mr. Pritchard and learn our rhyme and meter and go quietly about the business of achieving other ambitions. Well, I have a little secret for you. We don't read and write poetry because it's cute. We read and write poetry because we are members of the human race. And the human race is filled with passion. Medicine, law, business, engineering. These are noble pursuits and necessary to sustain life. But poetry, beauty, romance, love. These are what we stay alive for. To quote Whitman, "Oh me, oh life, of the questions of these recurring, of the endless trains of the faithless, of cities filled with the foolish. What good amid these, O me, O life? Answer, that you are here, that life exists, and identity, that the powerful play goes on, and you may contribute a verse. That the powerful play goes on, and you may contribute a verse. What will your verse be?
Team. Next up, we've got Cassidy.
I don't want to act the way I act sometimes. When I get angry, it's like something else takes over and I don't feel like me. And I don't want to be like that. It's so ugly and I hate myself afterwards. My mother, I say things to her that I shouldn't say, and I know I shouldn't say them. I blame her for whenever I'm not happy or something goes wrong. I take it out on her, and that's when I let out all my anger, and it's not fair on her. She does everything for me. Everything. She's my best friend, and I treat her so badly when I'm upset. I don't know how to turn it off. I want to, but I can't. And I hurt her emotionally. I see her face, and I am so guilty. So, I think I need help. Like, I should talk to someone professional because if I continue to cause my mother pain, I don't know what I'll do.
Team. Next up is Matthew. You stay seated, right?
Yes.
Okay. Once he's seated, he'll stay there, okay, Tristan?
Yeah.
I like plays. The good ones. Shakespeare. I like Titus Andronicus the best. It's sweet. Incidentally, did you know that you were talking to an artist? I sometimes do special things to my victims. Things that are creative. Of course, it takes knowledge, pride in your work. For example, a decapitated head can continue to see for approximately 20 seconds. So when I have one that's gawking, I always hold it up so that I can see its body. It's a little extra I throw in for an added charge. I must admit, I chuckle every time. Life is fun. It's a wonderful life, in fact, for some. It's too bad about poor Father Dyer. I killed him, you know. An interesting problem, but finally it worked. First, a bit of the old succinal choline to permit one to work without annoying distractions. Then, a 3-foot catheter threaded directly into the inferior vena cava, or the superior vena cava. It's a matter of taste, I think, don't you? Then the tube moves through the vein, under the crease of the arm, into the vein that leads directly into the heart. And then, you just hold up the legs, and you squeeze the blood manually into the tube from the arms and the legs. There's a little shaking and pounding at the end for the dregs. It isn't perfect. There's a little blood left, I'm afraid. But regardless, the overall effect is astonishing. And isn't that really what counts in the end? Yes, of course. Good showbiz, Lieutenant. The effect. And then off comes the head without spilling one single drop of blood. Now I call that showmanship, Lieutenant.
Scene. Next up is Sean.
Will he stand up?
He's gonna sit into the scene and then he'll stay there.
Give me a couple minutes of your time. I got a few things I'd like to talk to you about. You know, what you did wasn't really your fault. It's what they call a genetic defect. Mom calls it the gene. My grandfather had the gene. He came over on a boat from Ireland in 1912. I guess he passed it on to my old man. My old man was a great guy. A real pussycat, you know. Hard worker, big sports fan. Sometimes on his way home from the docks, he'd like to stop in with the guys and have a few beers, you know? I remember this one time I came home from school and the whole house was dark. Couldn't figure it out. I heard Mom crying off in the dark someplace. I was old enough by that point I could reach the light switch. So I turned on the lights and I saw what he did to her. So I went in my room and I got a baseball bat. It was a Mickey Mantle model my old man had given me for Christmas. And I found the old man passed out in the bathtub. And I tattooed him. Needless to say, when I came home every day from school after that, the house was lit up like Ebbets Field. And the old man never drank again. So all I'm saying to you is if you want to drink, you go ahead and drink. But if I ever find out you laid your hands on that girl again, me and Mr. Mantle are going to pay you a visit, my friend. See?
Next up is Jesse.
Oh. Oh, okay. Now you have some sort of moral compass. Like it's okay to treat me like we're friends, like we're peers, and then when it suits you or becomes too fucking real or whatever, you just shut down. You can't blur the lines and expect me to see a boundary when I suddenly cross it. Write what you know is what you said. You don't know anything you say. This is good. You know it is. So let's examine the real issues here, which are you and your failures as a writer. You thought you were going to be hot shit, didn't you? You thought you were going to be somebody, didn't you? Overreaching without ambition. You know what that means? It means you weren't brave enough to be better. It means you were mediocre. You want to fail me? I fucking dare you.
See.
Are you gonna get up?
No, I'm just gonna be at the table.
Next up is Danielle.
Oh, see, now that pisses me off. First of all, since the demurrer, we now have over 400 plaintiffs. And let's be honest, we all know there's more out there. Now, they may not be the most sophisticated people, but they do know how to divide. And $20 million isn't shit when it's split between them. Second of all, these people don't dream about being rich. They dream about being able to watch their kids swim in a pool without worrying they'll have to have a hysterectomy at age 20, like Rosa Diaz, a client of ours. Or have their spine deteriorate, like Stan Bloom, another client of ours. So, before you come back here with another lame-ass offer, I want you to think real hard about what your spine is worth, Mr. Buddha, or what you'd expect someone to pay you for your uterus, Miss Sanchez. Then, you take out your calculator and multiply that number by 100. Anything less than that is a waste of our time.
Scene. All right, we've got 2 more monologues, and then we'll be moving into the scenes. Next up is Molly.
You remember that dog? Skinny old thing Mr. Couthart kept tied up in his front lawn all day. Daddy always said he was going to report him. Remember? She just sat in the sun, biting at her scabs, and Couthart didn't even give her any water. So I'd sneak down the road with my squirt gun and spritz water into her mouth, and she'd bark. And one day when Cuthart was downtown, I untied her to let her run around a little. But she darted straight into the road, just as Daddy's pickup was coming around the curve, and he didn't see her, so he plowed into her. Do you remember Daddy and I came through the back door, Mama? And Nancy was hanging out of his arms like a set of broken bagpipes, and he spread her out on the kitchen floor. And she was breathing real hard, and the pain was humming off of her like I could hear it. And she just let the pain take her over. That's all she was, this pain thing. And Daddy was bent over her, talking to her real quiet. And all of a sudden, Nancy stood up like it was a new day and started running around the kitchen, barking and clicking her nails against the floor tiles. And we were all shocked because Nancy was like a puppy all of a sudden. Not that bony heap on the floor. She was this fireball for about 3 minutes until she got tired again and curled up beside the sink and went to sleep and died. Like it meant nothing. Do you remember how that all happened in here? It's funny how almost everything is gone to me now. And that sad old dog just came into my head.
See. All right, and last in our monologue section is Robin.
So this monologue is about a wife who cuts the last living stem off of a plant, and she's in the room with her husband. Is this easy for you? You sit there like some emperor, spewing out twisted variations of what you believe is my persona, dissecting me every chance you get. I don't understand. What makes you think I can't take care of our plants? Do you think so little of me now? Well, I can take care of our plants. If it were up to you, you'd have let them die by now. But look at where we are, and look, who's attended to them? You or I? Answer me, Martin. It was a mistake, Martin. A mistake. My own two eyes played a trick on me. It wasn't due to some deeply rooted pessimistic attempt at sabotage. Your analysis and diagnosis are incorrect. Therefore, what does that make you? To observe me from your picture-perfect world. What if you were in my position? I wonder what you would have done if you were me in that single moment. I wonder. But after all these years, Martin, who are you to raise a campaign against me? You can't. It's been too long. But you're right. I'm not the same. I try to fight it and do the right thing. And there you are, misunderstanding it all, which doesn't make it any easier. Not when I feel as if every thought, every action I'll ever do from here on is wrong. Let's see.
Okay, starting off, we have a scene from 27 Dresses. Tristan, bring camera all the way over here.
Yeah,
You know what? Switch cameras. I got this one. Anytime.
Why the hell are you here?
I feel terrible. I'm so sorry.
Sorry? You humiliated me in front of every single person that I know, and you think you can say sorry? You've always been jealous of me.
What?
Always! Of my clothes, of my boyfriends.
Okay, no, that is not true.
Yes, it is. And you took the one thing in my life that was finally starting to work out.
This is so typical, Tess. You're not taking responsibility for anything. You lied and manipulated George. Did you even love him? Or was it just convenient?
Oh, please, Jane, get off your high horse. Just admit it. You always thought my life was so easy.
It was! It is! You're beautiful and fun and charming. Your life is perfect.
Perfect? Are you crazy? You don't know anything. It wasn't until George came along, and I just wanted to be someone that he wanted. Someone he could respect. I wanted to be just like you.
Why? Why would you want to be me when you get to be you?
This is a mess.
I know.
You've been trying to take care of me ever since Mom left.
I had to.
No, you didn't have to.
No, but like if I didn't, then
Then you would just be my sister, which is what it should be. I know when I was young, you needed to help me, but now you've got to stop taking care of me, of everyone.
Scene. Okay, next up is a scene from Black Swan.
Hey, look who it is. I'm Lily, by the way. Don't think we've officially met.
Nina.
Our new Swan Queen. That is so huge. You must be freaking out.
I should probably go.
Stay. Keep me company.
Excuse me?
You okay?
I'm fine.
You sure?
We can't smoke in here.
I won't tell if you won't. Big day's coming up, huh? I can't wait. You're gonna be amazing.
Thanks.
So, wanna talk about it?
I just had a hard day.
Leroy play too rough? He seems like a prick.
He's brilliant.
Sure, but not exactly warm and fuzzy.
You don't know him?
Ooh, someone's hot for teacher. It's okay. I don't blame you.
I should go. getting late.
Hey, I was only playing.
Nina!
Scene. So the grumpy old men dating scene should be going backstage, and next up is the scene from Catch Me If You Can. You guys need some setup time?
Yes.
You guys ready? All right. Once again, this is a scene from Catch Me If You Can.
FBI! FBI, come out of the bathroom. Step out of the bathroom. Hands on your head. On your head!
That's the new IBM Selectric. You can change the print type in 5 seconds.
Shut up
You
and
just
put
pop
your
out the ball.
on your head.
You know he's got over 200 checks here? Check this. He even has little payroll envelopes addressed to himself.
Put your hands on your head.
Relax. You're late. All right? My name's Alan. Barry Allen. United States Secret Service. Your boy just tried to jump out the window. My partner has him in custody downstairs.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You think the FBI are the only ones on this guy? I mean, come on. Come on. I mean, he's dabbling in government checks here.
Shut up, put it down, and put your hands on your head.
Okay, but...
Drop it!
You mind getting that gun out of my face, please? It makes me nervous.
Let me see some credentials.
Yeah, sure. Here. Take my whole wallet. Look, just do me a favor. Look, take a look outside. Look. My partner's walking him into the car as we speak. Crazy old guy jumped straight through the window onto the hood of my car.
I didn't expect the Secret Service on this.
Yeah, no problem. Don't worry about it. What's your name?
Carl.
Mind if I see some identification?
Yeah, sure.
You know how it is. You can never be too sure these days. Well, tough luck for you, Carl. 5 minutes earlier, you would have landed yourself a pretty good caller.
Is that right? 10 seconds later, you would have been shot. So you mean if I follow you down? I've been out on this guy for a long time.
Sure thing. Just do me a favor and sit tight for a second while I get this evidence downstairs.
Sure. Wait. Your wallet.
You hang on to that for a second. I trust you.
Okay, next up we have 2 scenes in a row coming from the same movie, different scenes. The first one is, well, they're both from this movie. Grumpy Old Men. This is the dad should be dating scene.
Hey, Pop. Don't you think it's time to start dating again?
Who with?
Well, I happen to know Florence Gilbert, for example, down at the Rotary Club. She thinks you're quite the catch.
She looks like Ernest Borgnine.
Is that such a bad thing? What about Jane Clark?
Jane of the jungle? She's got more body hair than I do. She's a fur-bearing mammal, for Pete's sake.
Doris Sabrinsky. She loves to fish. You can get her on the boat.
Doris Sabrinsky is dead.
She is?
She choked to death on a stack of pancakes 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
I think it's how she would have wanted to go.
Pop,
Yeah?
you can't sit around waiting for another Ariel to walk into your life. Thanks for the Phillips.
Jane,
What?
remember when you were a kid? Your mom baked that rhubarb pie for my birthday?
She swelled up like a balloon, broke out into hives. She didn't know she was allergic to rhubarb.
Oh, she knew. She baked it anyway because she knew it was my favorite.
What made you think of that, Pop?
I don't know. I think about things like that all the time.
Hey, Pop. Are you all right?
Will you get out of here and let me watch my program? And close the door when you go. I don't want those mosquitoes getting in here. They're crazy about my macaroni and cheese dish.
Scene.
No, we do.
Oh, you do? So this is a scene from the movie where one of the lead characters, Jack Lemmon, is with his dad. So it's grumpier old men. Give him a round of applause. Bring it center.
What the heck is this?
That's light beer.
I weigh a from flimsy 90 pounds, and you bring me this frothy slop?
Well, yeah, my doctor's got me on a diet. She says I need I got high cholesterol.
Let me tell you something, Johnny. Last Thursday, I turned 95 years old, and I never exercised a day in my life.
Yeah?
Yeah. And every morning when I wake up, I smoke a cigarette, and then I eat 5 strips of bacon.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And then for my lunch, I eat a bacon sandwich.
You don't say.
I usually drink my dinner. But you know, according to all those skinny, wasted experts of yours, you know, I should have taken my dirt nap 30 years ago. What? The years come and the years go, and I'm still here, but they're dying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so. Sometimes I wonder if God forgot about me. Yeah. It just goes to show you. Yeah.
What?
Well, huh?
You said you smoke cigarettes, you eat bacon, you drink your dinner, and all the experts are dying.
Yeah?
Yeah, what?
Yeah, I am. So I do all of those things, yeah. Uh-huh.
The moral. I thought in all of this there was a moral.
No, there ain't no moral. I just like the story.
Scene.
And how old are you, Aaron?
I'm 87.
87.
that
Killing the game, sir. Killing the game.
Yeah.
Tables, chairs?
Yeah, leave them.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Not a day over 60.
Thank you.
Are you gonna sit?
Yes.
Make sure you face that way.
Yep.
So you'll move the
I'm
chair?
gonna move it, yep.
Okay. Alright. Alright, our next scene is from Jerry Maguire.
Yep. Indiana. Tuesday. I'll be there. Alright. See you then. Bye-bye.
It's my fault.
What?
It's not fair to you, this whole thing.
Here. Tell me. Let me help.
I took advantage of you, and worst of it is that I'm not alone. I did this with a kid. I was just on some wild ride where I thought that I was in love enough for the both of us. I pretended that that proposal by the car was real, and it might have just been a hypothetical. I did this, and at least I can do something about it now.
Well, I'm not a guy who runs. I stick.
Well, I don't need you to stick.
What do you want?
I don't know.
My soul or something?
Well, why not? I deserve that.
What if I'm not built that way?
I think we made a mistake.
No, listen. What if it's true? It's great at friendship, bad at intimacy. I mean, come on, it's the theme of my bachelor film, for God's sakes.
I know. I watched it. I sort of know it by heart.
I don't like to give up.
Please, Jerry. My need to make the best of things, and your need to be responsible. If one of us doesn't say something about it now, we could lose 10 years being polite. Let's just call this next road trip what it really is. A nice long break.
What about Ray?
Well, you'll be friends.
Friends.
Yes, friends. Of course you'll be friends.
I'll take him to the zoo. So this break is a breakup.
Come on, Jerry. You know this isn't easy for me. On the surface, everything seems fine. I've got this great guy that loves my kid. Sure does like me a lot. And I can't live like that. It's not how I'm built.
Scene. Okay, our next scene is from, well, you guys need time to set up or just move that stuff out of the way? All right. Tristan, they'll be standing if you want to bring camera up. All right, our next scene is from the movie Little Giants.
Hey, Kevin, what are you doing? I'm putting together a championship football team. And what about the other kids? Did you see their faces? Football ain't about faces. It's about speed. It's about talent. Besides, I picked the best ones already, and I only have 3 weeks to put this thing together. I can't waste my time with a bunch of losers. Who do you think you are, Vince Lombardi all of a sudden? This is pee-wee football, Kevin. Every one of those kids should have a chance to play. Not on this team. What about Becky? She's better than half those boys. Bro, I hate to break it to you, but Icebox is a girl. Now, maybe if you started treating her like one, she'd start acting like one. Don't tell me how to raise my daughter. Don't tell me how to build my team. Way to go, Kevin. You know you hurt their feelings. You hurt their feelings. Danny. You and I both know those kids can't cut it. What do you want me to do? Lie to them? Build their hopes up? Trust me, it's better this way. You'll thank me tomorrow. There, I knew you'd see it my way. See.
Okay, our next scene is from Mermaids. Do you have setup here?
Just a little bit. Yes.
Okay, we'll wait.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute, it's getting hot. Okay, once again, scene is from Mermaids.
I am sick and tired of being judged by you. You're a little kid. When you become an adult, you can live your life any way you want to, but until then, we're gonna live my life my way. Start packing.
No!
I said pack! This move is on you, and if Loverboy doesn't like it, that's too bad.
This is not about him. This is about me, okay? It's over. He's gone. He left.
Surprise, surprise.
No, it's not like that. Look, your life may work for you, but it doesn't work for me. And I want to stay.
And do what?
Finish high school.
Great start. What's your major? Town tramp?
No, Mom. The town already has one.
You're just 1 year younger than I was when I had you. If you hate my life so much, why are you doing your damnedest to make the same mistakes? How do you feel about this guy?
I thought I loved him.
Sounds familiar.
I thought you were going to take him away. Did you even love my father?
Yeah, I did.
What was he like?
He was charming, and he made me feel really special for about 1.5 minutes, and then he was gone.
What did he look like?
He looked like you, only taller. I don't have any pictures of him. You know, we took pictures at the wedding, and none of them came out. I should have known.
He's never coming back, is he?
No. He isn't. It's just me and you.
scene.
Okay, 2 scenes to go here. Next up is Parenthood. Are you ready already? All right, let's give a round of applause. Parenthood.
Cheers. Cheers.
Oh. Okay. But I'm not going to ignore the other day. It was kind of an intense discussion where you said some really insulting things about my fiance. Like comparing him to my deadbeat father.
All I was saying is he has some similar issues.
Are you serious? You're still on it.
No, you're still on it.
Yeah, of course I'm still on it because it's one of the biggest decisions of my life and you don't trust me to make the right choice.
I do trust you.
Funny way of showing it.
Listen, I support you, but it doesn't mean I have to agree with you.
Yes, you do. You're my mom.
I'm gonna be there for you. I'm here for you every step of the way.
It feels really ingenuine to know that you're here for me, but that you don't agree with one of the biggest choices in my life.
I don't have to agree with you. My role as mom is to be there for you. That's it.
How am I supposed to pretend that you don't think I should get married? That I'm making a mistake? It's really hurtful.
Where are you going? Why are you leaving?
I can't stay here and play pretend. I can't change your mind, and I can't pretend it doesn't hurt and make me sad to think about what this will feel like on my wedding day.
Amber, Amber, wait.
Scene. Have any setup?
We just need the table moved.
Chairs are okay where they are?
Yeah, they're fine.
Okay. Okay, our very last scene of the night. Round of applause for Postcards from the Edge.
Dear, it's no good feeling sorry for yourself. You're going to have to overcome these difficulties, and you might as well do it in style. You know, you could make an enormous amount of money if you would just sing. You have a God-given talent, and you're throwing it away. You could be bigger than that Madonna. She hasn't got half your voice. You'd have to give up smoking again. But you could make an album. I could produce it. You could make one of those videos.
I'm not going to sing. I'm getting out of the business. If I don't, I'll never have any kind of chance to have any kind of normal life.
Well, let's just take this one step at a time. First, everyone is always getting out of the business. And B, you're just like me. I wake up sometimes and I think, oh,
Stop telling me how to run my life for a couple of minutes. Isn't it enough that you were right?
you just feel sorry for yourself because you have a monster of a mother like me. Everything about you says, look what you've done to me.
I never said that you were a monster.
You didn't have to say it. I could feel it. Somehow you lay the entire blame of your drug taking on me.
I do not. I do not. I took the drugs. Nobody made me.
Go ahead and say it. You think I'm an alcoholic.
Okay. I think you're an alcoholic.
Well, maybe I was when you were a teenager. But I had a nervous breakdown. My husband left me. I lost all my money.
That's when I started taking drugs.
I got over it. Now I just drink like an Irish person.
I know you just drink to relax. I know you just enjoy your wine. I know, you've told me. Mother, you don't want me to be a singer. You're the singer. You're the performer. I couldn't possibly compete with you. What if somebody won? You want me to do well, just not as well as you.
Okay, if I could, let's get the whole class up for a bow and I'll take a picture.
No. There are other people who are shorter than me behind me. Oh, we're doing a picture. Okay.
Squeeze in. You gotta be inside the curtains there. So squeeze in. Only down a little bit. Alexia up a little bit. There we go. Get in there, you grumpy old man. All right, here we go. Okay. He's like, I'm gonna kill you. All right. 1, 2, 3. Cheers. Cheers. Good to see you, Alex. Sit up taller. There you go. Smile. Cheese. 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 New pose. New pose. New pose. Same pose, Aaron. All right, that's it. Good job. Thank you. Thank you.